This my time, this my truth, so let me tell it how it is. See my story, his glory, I survived so you can live. Hell spoke, they told lies, now you gon' finally hear my side. Step to the mic, take back my seat, oh yeah, we live. Hell, you spoke for too long, drag my name for too long. Thought you keep me mute, but no you won't now. It's my time, so shut the hell up, the hell up, the hell up.
Welcome back to Shut the Hell Up with yours truly, Miss Mo. I want to send a special shout out to you, amazing producer, Mr. Bosso. It feels good to be back with you. What a break it was for me. I really enjoyed my time to reflect and to think and to put together some material so that I can come back and share some amazing jewels, gems, wisdom, and all. God bless you all. God bless you all. And I hope that you find yourself in a place of gratitude. Yeah, life has a way of throwing curveballs and throwing this and that, surprises and unexpected situations. And I just hope that through it all, that you find yourself in a place of still being grateful for where you are, who you are, and what you still and who you still have. I am so grateful. This is my birthday month, and I know you Libras are enjoying your time, but my day is coming, October 26th. Scorpio, I am so excited. If it be the Lord's will, I am turning happy 30. No, I'm just kidding. Happy 53. So blessed. Every time I am blessed to turn another age, I think about the time when I died at the age of 22. And the Lord gave me back my life, and I'm just so grateful that I don't take any birthdays for granted. Yeah, I may not have gotten what I wanted, but the life that God has given me, I'm so grateful. And then there's times I got everything I wanted and more, and I'm also thankful for those. So I made a vow to myself that just as long as God gives me breath to see another year according to His perfect will and plans, that I'ma celebrate on that note and that note alone. So whoever gives gifts and me gifting myself, those are just added bonuses and tokens that I will greatly appreciate it. But my greatest joy is another year. And if He so happened to carry me home, my children gets tired of me saying, ooh, when He do, ooh, ooh, I'ma be so happy. But until then, I will enjoy my time here with you and sharing so many amazing experiences and the things that I am so happy to have overcome by God's grace, His mercy, and so for that, I give Him glory. I was thinking about what do I want season 2, episode 1 to be? And I said, expectations warring with acceptance. You know, one of my greatest struggles was expecting, and I mentioned this before, but I wanted to dive a little more deeper into it. Expecting so much more from people and less from myself, that when people did not show up, do, be, or give, my acceptance was poor. I couldn't accept it. And so therefore my peace, my joy, my emotions, and my feelings, and one more thing, my thoughts were in war. They were tormented and traumatized, and my triggers were all over the place, because you know, when those triggers, when they are touched the wrong way, oh, what a hell they bring to your souls. And so not only to you, but the people you encounter, because now they have to live up to your expectations so that they don't see you all over the places and pieces and broken and torn and again traumatized and sad and crying and oh, it's me. I remember this, I remember that, I remember when I didn't get this. My mom did that to me, my dad did that to me. That reminds me of this, that, and the other. And so therefore we put such a burden on those that we had so much high hopes and expectations on, and when they didn't come through, they disappointed us, and in fact, they failed us, and then in return, we fail ourselves. Oh, wow, what a blessing it is to be healed and healing from those expectations. And I say it goes, let me talk about gifts, me receiving and not receiving gifts. I mentioned before, and growing up, my mom didn't give me much. My mom didn't look forward to buying me things and spoiling me and making me feel special and important. And in fact, before I got to see my dad again after I graduated from high school, the last visit that I had from him, he promised me a jewelry box with a dancing ballerina in the center of it. And he promised that I will have that for Christmas with $20. And so for Christmas, I had expectations that maybe one day my mother would give me like she gave my other sister and my youngest sister. I thought maybe one of those holidays, one of those occasions where gifts were being given and people were being celebrated, maybe it would be my turn this round. And at that time, because I was a daddy's girl at a small portion of my beginnings, I thought my dad would come through for me. And when Christmas arrived and I sat at the empty tree where there was really nothing for me, and I watched my oldest sister, who is now deceased, and my youngest sister with so much joy and excitement, and watching them be so elated over their gifts as I opened my gifts with really, and I I shouldn't even put S on gifts. But when I opened what I did receive, I was sad as usual. I was torn. I was broken. I was disappointed. I felt like I was worthless. I felt like I was not good enough. I felt like that they were the apples of my mother's eyes, and that she saw to it that they knew what Christmas was, and that there was not ever a Christmas that they did not know that. And so when my dad didn't show up, that crushed me on another level, because I had so much hope, high hopes, and expectations that he would keep his word. Because like I said, before my mother took us from him, and I was a daddy's girl in my early beginnings, Daddy always had come through for me. He always showed up, and he always picked me up. He hugged me. He loved on me, and he told me how special and beautiful and Daddy's little girl I was. But at this point in my life, I was no longer that image and that Daddy's little girl. I was a broken-hearted little girl. So as I moved on in life, I found that my birthdays were never celebrated like they should have been. I didn't know how to celebrate myself, and of course, others didn't as well. I want to send a shout out to my deceased babies. Their dad family was the first family that ever threw a birthday celebration that blew my mind. I was so overwhelmed, and I was so excited. I was in my early 20s and around 22, 23, and they thought it well enough to celebrate me. In fact, surprise me with a birthday celebration. They cooked dinners, they recorded, they played music. They made me feel like, hey, you matter. And so if you ever listen to this, I want to say to you, thank you for that moment. And from that moment, I always sought out that somebody's going to make me feel extra special the way that they did. And let me tell you, my expectations went through the roof. And so I expected that from everyone that I met, everyone that I encountered, everyone that I was intimate with and had a relationship with, and even from my children, I expected that. And every time I had my expectations up so high, I was disappointed a lot of times. And sometimes I felt like I kind of manipulated and kind of coerced and encouraged people to do this for me. I deserve this. I want to feel special. I want to feel loved. I want to feel like I make you feel like you are everything on all of the occasions that calls me to serve and to give from the depths of my heart. When I was in the church, I made the most money in the church, and I took care of the church members. If they had bills, I paid it. If their house was burned down, I furnished the next house from the front door to the back. I took care of my prophet and his family. I furnished their home from the front door to the back, and everything was spanked brand new. Even we rewired the home. And I'm not saying this to toot my horn, because God gets all the glory. God gets all the glory. And I'm so thankful to God that He used me in such a way that I was a blessing, and it brought me joy, unspeakable joy, to know that I can make people feel absolutely special and worthy, because that's who they were to me in my eyes. Now, on the other hand, I may not have been that much to them. And I watched the same people that when I was in need at one time didn't show up, turned their backs, betrayed me, left me for dead. And so my acceptance, meaning that accept them for who they were, was, and even who people are now in my life. Accept that without the need of wanting them to be anything but who they say, show, and be in your life. I had a problem with acceptance because I expected me and everybody I encountered. And my bestest friend, let's say Mr. J, always used to say, T, stop accepting people to be you. I even had an ex-friend say to me, everybody is not you. But I thought that me teaching people how to treat me and what I expected out of my relationships wasn't so much of me trying to make you me, but it was trying to teach you what I deserved. And when you don't teach people what you deserve and what you don't deserve, they're gonna always sell you for less than who you are. And they're gonna sell you short of what you deserve. And so I will dummy down and settle and adopt to their emotions and their feelings, and I still had a problem with accepting, but I had to just deal with it with anger and frustration and hurt in my spirit and my heart and my mind and my soul and my entire being. And then I will go back to the drawing board and I will say to myself, why did you expect that from them? Why do you keep expecting people to be anything other than who they are? Some people came in my life and said, oh, I'm a giver. I love to give. And then you couldn't even squeeze a lemon seed or juice out of them. You know, some people want to pretend to be something that they're not, because sometimes people are in competition with you, but they don't want to do what you do. I mean, talking about a struggle, talking about how to learn how to accept the things that you cannot change, that I couldn't change, and learning how to accept the things that I had the power to change. And what I do and will always have the power to change is that I will not change what I deserve, so that I can come down to people's budgets and how they think I should be treated and what I should receive. I've had people give me gifts that they thought I should have when I am very very particular about what it is that I want. And so you have to be careful when people want to give you what they think you deserve. And oftentimes it happens to us and those who don't know their worth, their value, and what they deserve, and in fact, who they are. So people will come in your life and secondhand you and give you less than what you deserve. And so I started working on my expectations as well as my acceptance. And I am so happy again to say I have no expectations in humans, especially when they show me who they really are. I don't expect them to be anything more than what they say and how they show me who they are. Now, I do have expectations that, you will respect me and you will not treat me any less than what I deserve. And you will not make me suffer with your broken pieces, your insecurities, your fears, your demons, your traumas, your triggers. You will not bring hell to my soul, my space, my energy, my life. No. So I will not allow you to do that. So I do have expectations that when you come to my life, I expect you to be on your best behavior. And if you struggle to do so, please exit, please, because I will not let you in. I was talking to some people, some friends, and even my son the other day, and I said to him, I'm not accepting or expecting or have any expectations for broken people to love me, to see me, to honor me, to value me, to cherish me again and again, to love me unconditionally. Why? Because people that are broken, that are shattered, that are damaged, that are torn, and that struggles with triggers also struggle with loving themselves and having high values about themselves. You have people that have struggled and had all of those things, as I mentioned a minute ago, and they have somewhat in them to love people. I am a witness to that, because no matter what I suffered with and struggled with, and no matter how damaged I was in life, I also knew how to treat people the way they deserve, and I treated them on a level of high value morals. I made them know that they mattered and that I saw them, I heard them, and that I met the need that they so deserve. Now, am I saying, was I perfect? Did I have to check them at times? Did I have to slap somebody that had me cornered up in a corner? Did I have to exit somebody's life? Did I have to break somebody else's heart to save my own? Did I have to set boundaries boundaries and limitations? Did I have to lift my standards? Yeah, I had to. Did I have to repent sometimes? Yes, I did. Did I own my wrong? Yes, I did. Did I justify? No, I didn't. But one thing that anybody that has ever been in the seat of my life will never be able to say is that woman did not know how to love and treat me like I was the most valuable soul on this earth. Because it is in my heart. Because the heart I own right now is not the heart I was given through my parents, but through God. And it is important. It is important that before you expect something from someone else, you have to make sure you yourself is giving it as well. The Bible says, do unto others as you will have others do unto you. And so if I am constantly doing what I expected, there was never nothing wrong in that. What the problem was is that I was expecting it from the people that didn't have it in them to do. And so to put the pressure on them to do so was a burden that could not be fulfilled. Whew. That was a lesson. Those were lessons that I had to really sit down and learn for myself so that I do not have to take the test of life over and over and over again. Oftentimes we wonder why the same spirit, the same pattern, the same cycle, the same behavior, the same dysfunction, the same energy, the same pain keeps afflicting us. Is because we have not learned the lesson to end it all. And so I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that through all of my disappointments and all of my letdowns, my frustrations, my expectations being denied, refusing to accept, I'm so thankful that I arrived to that place in my life that I have no expectations. Now, will I hold that against the people that I know that are capable of doing unto others as they have done unto you? No, I will not use that against them. I will learn to not expect an empty glass to quench my thirst. Only those glasses that are full and have enough to give, just as they have room enough to receive. No more will I look for friendships that are one-sided, friendships that pretend to be what I was expecting, and at the end of it all, they were never true to who they say they were. I'm just thankful to God. When I say I'm your friend, I'm your friend. When I say I got you, I got you. When I say I love you, I love you. When I say I'm your ride or die, or let me say this, your ride and life, I am every bit of that. And so I have been doing so much with my expectations and my acceptance that they're being molded and shaped in such a healthy way and a healed way and a righteous way and a good way, that the peace that I so longed for and yearned for, I finally have it. I finally have it. And so no longer will I use what my mom didn't give me and what my dad didn't give me and what my siblings didn't give me and what my exes didn't give me, what my children sometimes didn't give me. I no longer ride on that. And I don't ride on what I allowed and how I allowed myself to be treated, because people saw me on a scale of lowliness and that they didn't see me worthy enough to give. I've never been in a relationship. In fact, I didn't have a lot of relationships in my life, and I didn't have a lot of relationship with men in my life. But the men that I did, I have never had a man that treated me like a queen and gave me the things that I so desire. I was telling my bestie, I was telling him the other day, I said, I remember when I was living in the Bronx, New York, with my ex-fiance, even though I knew he wasn't. And I remember I was there for my first birthday there in the Bronx, and I remember as my birthday was approaching, and I said to him, Matt, can you take me to Times Square and take me to one of those upscale restaurants so that I can have an amazing dinner? And he looked at me and said, what? I said, can you take me to Times Square to one of those amazing upscale restaurants and treat me to a wonderful and amazing dinner? And he said, he looked at me and he said, I'm not taking you to no Times Square, it's too expensive. I'm not taking you to no upscale restaurant, I'll take you to McDonald's. As I was sitting there on the couch, I looked at him and I said, you'll take me where? He said, I'll take you to McDonald's. I'm not taking you to Times Square. I'm not taking you to no upscale restaurant. I'm not spending that kind of money. That's too expensive. And I looked at him and I said, okay. So on October 26th arrived. He woke up. He got him some. And then when we showered and got our clothes on and I sat on the couch, he said, Mo, what do you want from McDonald's? I said, 2 double cheeseburgers, a large fry, and a plain sundae. Thank you. He put the smile on his face. He looked at me. He kissed me on my lips. And then he walked out the door. And he to get me excuse me. He went to get me like a $8 meal. Like $6 to $8, let's just say that. And he came back, he opened the door. I was sitting on the couch and he had the biggest smile on his face and he said, "I love you, Mo. Happy birthday." I grabbed the bag and said, "I love you too." I opened the bag and took out my double cheeseburgers, my large fry, and my sundae, and I sat there and I ate it. I ate it. And he felt so good watching me eat that $6 to $8 meal, because what he was really saying to me is that this is what you are worth. And a lot of people made me feel that, even my mother, like I told you all before, for Christmas, she got my sister Barbie, but she went to Kresge, and those of you that's from Detroit, again, you know what Kresge is, and she got me one of those 99-cent dolls that was stiff, that couldn't turn, that couldn't move, and had the cheap hair. And I watched my sister play with Barbie and swing Barbie's hair and move Barbie's arms, and Barbie did the split when my doll couldn't even do that. And so every time I put in a request in my life for more, I let people talk me out of it, and I let them decide my worth and my value. And so I let them give me what they thought I was worth and not what I thought I was worth and deserved. I watched people get angry with me. I heard people tell me over and over, "You are so expensive and that costs too much." But I never saw them as a price. I saw them as a value and as someone that is worth it and worthy. And so when I heard them say they needed this or they wanted that, I made it my priority to get it, because I always want people in my life to know I hear you, I see you, and I value and love you. And again, I got you. And so when people get mad at me because I always saw more for myself, I always wanted more and desire more. And when people want me to be in the basement of my life, when God wants me to be beyond the rooftop, the sky is my limit, then I am being judged. Then I am being told that I want people to be like me. Well, no, I just want you to see me for who I am and what I'm worth. And so I'm no longer fighting with those kind of people. I'm no longer struggling with those kind of people. I'm not even asking those people really for anything, because I'm not investing in letdowns and disappointments anymore in my life. I'm learning to accept people's no's and people's ideas of who they are and not who I am. And so I wanted to share this because when we put too much expectations in people and they fail us, we lose ourselves in our ways and we become crushed and broken when in reality, we have the power to stay whole. We have the power to stay healed, and we have the power to, if nobody ever do, you have the power to do for yourself. And I am so thankful to God that I'm there. I'm so thankful to God. My children said, "Mom, what do you want for your birthday?" I said, I have no expectations. They said, "Mom, come on, what do you want for your birthday?" I said, "Just give me money, and then I'll get whatever I want for myself." They didn't say how much money you want. They didn't say how much money will it cost. They just said, okay. And you know what I did for the first time in a long time? I'm talking about this birthday. No, this not the first time, because last birthday I did the same. But for the second time for my birthday, I had no expectations. I have none. And I didn't give a list. And I didn't give what I really want. I didn't say anything, but because they kept asking, I said, just money. And then I told them this, listen, I said, and even if you don't give me any money, guess what? I'm still good. I'm happy. I'm so blessed. And I'm still gonna celebrate me, because I learned how to take the hell that people have caused me and I caused myself out of people. I took the sting, I took the power out, and I'm keeping it for myself, because I have learned the importance of do not put your expectations in nobody but God. And even in yourself. And if you put it in yourself, make sure you show up for yourself. Make sure you do for yourself. Make sure you honor yourself. Make sure you value yourself. Make sure you just believe and want the best for yourself. And accept the fact that God has given you that responsibility to love on you, and the right people will match your energy. They will match your level of loving you, your level of supporting you, your level of giving you, your level of just being the absolute best to you and more. Because once they see you have mastered it, the right people will come again and match it. So I wanted to say, as I'm approaching my birthday in 23 more days, I have no expectations. I am going to celebrate me regardless as to who have something to give and who does not. Take care of yourself and limit your expectations. My expectations are in God, is in God, and myself. And I'm so grateful for those of you that see me, that hear me, that values me, and that knows without a shadow of a doubt that I am worthy. Stop being mad at people. Stop being mad at those people that you allowed to treat you less than what you deserve. Stop being mad at those people only that you allow to make you settle, to make you believe that you wasn't good enough, worthy enough, blessed enough. I've had people sit in my life that I laid down my life for, that I prayed them through, that I took care of them, and that I was there through thick and thin for them. And those were the same people that said, you're too expensive, you're too much, and you're not good enough. Stop being mad at them only because, in fact, don't be mad at them because you set the trend. You created the path and the patterns and the cycles for them to jump on board with. And so I made it clear in my beautiful, wonderful, and amazing life. I'm not doing brokenness no more. I'm not doing people that don't see me. I'm not doing half relationships. I'm not doing relationships where people complain about my value and my worthiness and my worth. I'm not doing those kind of relationships because I am summoning those relationships. I am summoning those relationships that match my energy and my level of loving and giving and being to me as I am to myself. I will never be the same. So I wanted to leave you with this message and wanted to say welcome back to listening to Shut the Hell Up Season 2. I have so much more to expose. I have so much more to pour. I have so much more to give. I have so much more to learn and so much more to inspire and encourage you with. I want to say this again. Take your expectations out of people, out of things, and put it in God. Put it in yourself to be more to you than you asking others to be. And when people that are attracted to that level of expectations and expectancy, they will attract and draw themselves to your life. I got some new friends coming to my life. I have a new love coming to my life. I have new joys, happiness, and I have people that see me, love me, and value me, and care so deeply about me. Because the law of reciprocity is real. And what you put out, you get back. And I have sown so many seeds that my harvest has my best. And therefore, I serve notice that I am not serving less than anymore. So either you come up to my level or you stay down where you are, but I will not come down to those levels of undeserving as I've done many times before, because I value me, I love me unconditionally, I am important, I am special, I am worthy, and I am worth it all. Even God believes that. And He thinks that for me, and He's given me on those levels. I love you all. God bless you. Happy, wonderful Monday. And as I promised, This podcast is truly a blessing, and I hope you find it so in your life and that you've learned something from it. My story, God's glory. Have the best rest of your day, and remember, be kind, be loving, be forgiving, be humble, be patient, be gracious and merciful, and be your absolute best because you deserve it. God loves you, and so do I. Until the next time, shut the hell up to all of those that said I was too expensive and that they are not me, because I learned it, and now I would teach how you never come down again.